You better start today. Hoda and Jenna. Hoda and Jenna. It's the only way. Hoda and Jenna. Hoda and Jenna. They make you feel like everything's okay and put a smile up on your face. Let's celebrate. Hoda and Jenna.
Hey everybody! Welcome, December 2nd. How are you?
It's the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Yes, it is.
Everybody's waking up a little
Yes.
full,
Yeah.
slightly full of family and food and all the things.
How was it? How was it? Did you have everybody together?
I had everybody together. My sister and her babies came and saw us. That's
look
my
at
children.
y'all. Oh,
I know, that's
jeez,
Barbara's
oh,
little
Pete.
baby, Edward.
Wait, why are the hats on? What's happening?
Well, you know, we had those things, the poppers.
Oh, yeah.
We had a birthday dinner. We had a lot of fun. It was great.
That's so
How about you?
sweet.
You had a full house.
We had a full house, our very first Thanksgiving, at a table that seated every person. We always sat at a round table
I
that
know.
seated five.
And look,
we
you
had
even
extra.
set it
we
with real
set the
plates
table. We
this
have
year.
real plates. It was really fun. It was balloons because it was my brother's birthday.
Did you feel like a grown-up?
It was, by the way, it was so awesome. It was really, really fun. I did feel like a grown-up. And we did the parade, too. And you remember, guys, I don't know if you remember that we had a promise that I was going to do a signal for Jenna so she would know I was thinking about her, and it was Jenna Bush Higa. Here it is, Jenna Bush. But wait, I want to tell you something. That was one of the times. Actually, we did it multiple times, but every time we started to do it, the camera would cut away from us to a float.
Is that because they were like, what is she doing? Or they knew this year?
No, I don't think they knew. But it was a really, really, really
All I
fun
have
thing.
to say is,
what?
When you have a friend that's like, don't worry, I'll be there. Don't worry, I got you.
You knew I was going to get you.
Don't worry, I'm going to do the thing. I
it.
mean, I said to my kids, I woke up, I didn't even say Happy Thanksgiving. I said, we have to go look for Hoda's
you
symbol.
knew it.
And Poppy would refuse to leave.
Poppy was
other kids went to play. Poppy laid right there.
Oh, yeah, Popster.
Searching for it.
Here it comes.
And hit it.
Jenna Bush, hit
it.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
and by
that
the
made
way,
my day.
I just want to tell you that I'm kind of on the Jenna Bush Hager bandwagon now when it comes to Christmas, because guess what?
What's happening?
For the very first time in the history of my life, we are decorating the outside of our house with lights and stuff. We're doing it.
Are you getting an inflatable?
Maybe. We've never done it because we just, we've lived in apartments.
Well, you lived in an apartment. You can't decorate the outside. That'd be really weird if you
balcony. We didn't do any, but this is going to be, because it's so fun.
Okay, so tell me
I'm doing it all.
Are you white lights or colored lights?
White lights.
Okay.
So two trees and the house, the outside. Like a gingerbread house.
What do you think? Can you do a countdown for us?
Yes.
Like you do the tree with the kids? A 3, 2, 1, light her up?
Yeah, let's do it.
You know what? If you were married to Henry Hager, you'd have yours on a dimmer.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. He doesn't like to waste electricity. You know him. He doesn't like to waste 1 ounce of electricity. So the other morning, I was leaving, and I was like, wait, why are the lights off? Are they broken? I've just been too tired to notice. I think we're on from 4 p.m. to midnight.
Oh, he did, and they turns them off?
Dimmer turns them off.
And then they come back on at 4 p.m.?
So if you're coming over to my house by midnight, it ain't lit up. No, it ain't. Okay, should we talk about Timothy Chalamet?
Yes, we should.
He's in this new movie that we've talked about actually multiple times on the show. He's playing Bob Dylan. It's called A Complete Unknown. It hits theaters Christmas Day.
By the way, he's doing it all. He's the cover of Rolling Stone. He's actually singing. And he does all the parts. And he talked about in Rolling Stone that how he's lost out on parts because he wasn't the type. In other words, they wanted an action figure kind of hero. And he tried to buff up and be that person, but it just wasn't him. So he was trying to, sometimes you try to put a circle in a square because you think that's the coveted role.
Yeah, because he's Timothy Chalamet. He isn't, super strong. He said at one point, he had an agent call him once and say, listen, I'm tired of getting the same feedback. We're going to stop submitting you for these bigger projects because you're not putting on the weight. Jeez.
I mean, look, people will tell you that you're not right for something because sometimes there is an aesthetic. That's just the way life works. You're looking for a certain type.
Yes.
But he landed the role he was meant for.
Yeah.
This role is probably going to be well, he's already at the top of his career, but this is going to be another huge step.
And by the way, he was in Dune, wasn't he? So he's played the action figure. It's not like he eventually
got there. But I remember when, I mean, look, sometimes people will tell you things that you're not right for. I still remember I had just started working at a small market, and I played basketball in high school, so I always assumed I was in shape, even though literally after college and stuff I wasn't. And I still remember my boss going to me, "Hey, Hoda." And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, maybe I got an idea. Maybe you might want to try to get on the treadmill."
No.
Yeah. He said it like that. And I go, "What?" Like, this is how, you know, when you have a perception of yourself
Yes.
that is not the perception
it's
of
called
the world.
reverse body dysmorphia. I have it too.
Yeah. So I was like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you're like, I'm in great shape.
I didn't think, but if you don't fit, they want you to wear something a certain way, cut your hair a certain way, speak a certain way, which I know when you came to the network too, it's like,
oh yeah, they
welcome
were like,
in, but you have to change.
Yeah, hey, y'all isn't for the whole country. And I was like, well, but it's who I am.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And this happens in life too. Like if you have friends and all of a sudden you're acting not
different.
who you are.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, something in your gut feels wrong.
Right. I'm not being myself. I'm trying to fit here.
Yes.
I'm trying to speak their language.
Like, how can we teach our kids just to be perfectly happy as who they are?
I know. Right. The way you're made.
Yes.
The way you, that's, I don't know. But I feel like it took us a long time. It took me longer than I think it took you. I think you kind of had an idea of who you were.
Well, when they said you can't say y'all, in my gut, I was like, but why? I mean, what we have to pretend to be news people, because whenever I tried to pretend to be a news person, I felt like I was acting. And we all know from the Titanic skit that Sean, whose family is right over there, wrote, I'm not a great actor. If you try to pretend you're somebody else, it feels crazy.
I think you know when you're pretending deep down, and you start
at anything.
Yeah. No matter what it is, and you start losing like who you are. And it is true. I mean, sometimes you have to do things to fit into a work environment. But
yes, like you're not wearing, I put a longer skirt on. Okay, Donnie Wahlberg, y'all, his series Blue Bloods, it's ending. Remember we talked to him about it when he was here.
Yeah, 14 seasons.
Okay.
And after it wrapped, Donnie decided that he was going to take a few things with him. So he told People Magazine, people.com, that he took some blue suits from his wardrobe. And then he took something humongous. He took the Reagan family dinner table.
I mean, y'all, how do you sneak that out of there?
He took the whole table. He said he's going to put it in one of his restaurants. He has restaurants called the Wahlburger.
No, he does not.
Yes, he does.
Donnie Wahlberg has a restaurant called the Wahlburger?
His Wahlburger restaurants.
It's like a 5 Does everybody know he has Wahlburgers?
I actually did not know. Everybody's nodding. But not you. I
mean, it sounds very similar to Whataburger, but that's okay. Okay, so you're leaving. I try not to remind myself every single day, but we know you are. Are you planning to take anything?
It's heavy. It's not that heavy. It can fit in my house now. It can fit in my garage.
I mean, honestly, if you took this desk and next Thanksgiving you took a picture eating with your family around the Hoda and Jenna table,
you die?
Would you die? I think you should take it just for the fun of it. Wait, can we say hi? I've got some friends from college, some of my besties and their daughters.
Oh, how cute.
Who are in. Lillian, how cute are these little girls? Marguerite.
You guys are the cutest.
Christy and Tracy. Marguerite, did you just do a twirl? Wow.
And also incredibly polite, those kids, too. Wow.
Oh, they're twirling around. They're so cute.
All right, kids, we've got a great show for you today. Actor and comedian Ken Jeong is in the house.
Plus, a special performance by Grammy-nominated artist Blessing on Fur. You're going to love it.
Blessing. But up next, we're solving your social dilemmas after this. Okay, our viewers are asking for some help with some sticky situations.
Which means it's time for Hoda and Jenna's social dilemmas. We're going to do the best we can.
We're going to do our best.
We feel like we've been letting people down, but here we go.
We're going to pick it up right now.
Here it is. Ready? Hoda, this is for you. First up, I went snooping on my ex-boyfriend's Instagram. I don't know. Wait.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It just means start thinking, okay? I went snooping on my ex-boyfriend's Instagram page and noticed that all of my friends still follow him. And they still like his pictures. I feel since we aren't together, they shouldn't be friends with him. Do I tell them to unfollow him or just let go?
I mean, there's following and then there's liking the pictures.
Well, maybe they're over-likers. There's plenty of people pleasers in this world.
But wouldn't you, if you broke up with your boyfriend and all your friends were putting hearts on your ex's pictures, would you care?
I don't know, probably not. But I will say, keep them around. Keep them following them, because if you want to stalk later, when the ex-boyfriend has moved way past your life, you can log into your friends' accounts. I have done that.
What?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
and
what's
so if
the
you
advice?
if you make them, let them keep following them. Let them keep following them. First of all, they're going to think it's weird that you logged into his account. Okay?
No, you don't have to log into his account. You just
I think she
scroll
said
on
I
Insta.
logged into his account.
Or she scrolled on Insta and probably saw all the likes, and she was like, "Wait, my friends are all liking
Well, she
his stuff."
spent some time hanging out there. You know, in no man's land. You don't spend time on your ex-boyfriend's account. I think it's
I
fine.
think you should say to your friends, "Look, I know what
I know what
everything's
you
cool."
did.
But look, do you have to like the pictures too? I mean, come on, you can follow them. But
I don't. If I had a friend that called and said that to me, I'd be like,
no, but what if it was a terrible breakup and she's heartbroken and crying, and now her friends are all like,
I don't know.
love you.
Whoever you are, don't ask them to disfollow, because then later you won't be able to snoop. Okay.
Next up, my friend Lindsay is having 5 of us over for a girls' night and wants us to stay at her place for the weekend. Everyone has agreed but me. Pause. She has 3 cats, and I have an allergy. I want to stay in a hotel to avoid getting sick, and Lindsay says I'm getting dramatic. What should I do?
As a person who loves cats.
Oh, here we go. Jeez, oh, Pete. Oh, God, not your phone case again.
Who loves these 2 cats?
Yeah.
These 2 cats. I would just say this. Take some Allegra or some Zyrtec, whatever you prefer. Let that cat cuddle up right where it feels good, and you may change your perspective on everything. It may change everything. I'm allergic.
I went into someone's house once who had a cat, and I came out with 2 golf ball
Are you
eyes.
allergic?
I think so.
No.
I've never been around cats, so I don't know. But that time I wasn't.
Golf ball eyes?
Yeah, like golf balls. I had to go run to the, you know that. Remember the movie Hitch where the guy gets all blown up? It was like that.
Do you know
I had to
one
swallow.
time I was doing one of those Thanksgiving stories with this darling little girl who was ill, and she loved me. She thought I was great, and then she was like, "Come in, meet my barn cat," and she rubbed the cat on my face, and they had to do the entire interview and profile because the one eye that it touched
was swollen
swollen shut.
So now you're asking this poor girl to go stay in a hotel and see everybody in the morning. That's fine.
I bet some of your friends are going to want to move over with you.
They
It's
are.
going to cause drama.
Here's the last one.
Okay.
I found out my boyfriend is planning to propose to me with a lavish party for our family and friends. I've always wanted my proposal to be intimate with just me and him. How do I hint to them that I'm not a big proposal person and you want something smaller? Okay, this is an important thing that you've just written to us, because here's the story. This is a fundamental part about you.
Yeah.
You like things intimate, and he likes bigger, lavish.
Yes.
So he should know about you, because that's an important part of your relationship going forward. Forget the proposal, just in life. You like things intimate.
Yes.
So he's not
listening?
So he's doing it for him because he likes the big. So maybe just say to him, "Sweetie, whenever this day comes," and nobody knows when it will.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
You kind of try to control from the beginning before you're even together. Just get that control.
But I think you have to let him know you should be telling him what you like in life, because he should know that. You know, I think people like to plan big, lavish things. I was with someone who did that, and I don't like big, lavish either.
And they planned something for you?
There were a few of those things, yeah. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't my love language. I don't like that. I don't like the spectacle of declarations.
You
in
like
public.
Attention, but not that much attention. Because you do like a little. We both. I mean, look at our job. We like a little attention.
Right. You got it. All right. If you've got a social dilemma, did we help anybody? Tell us about it at hodaandjenna.com. Hit the connect button.
Coming up, we are catching up with our friend Ken Jeong.
Yeah, he's got a new movie and a new star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's next.
I like attention.
All right, Ken Jeong always makes us laugh in movies like The Hangover and Crazy Rich Asians and TV shows like Community.
Well, now Ken's taking on his first leading dramatic role in the Fox anthology series Accused, where he plays a man who suspects his wife may be cheating on him. Take a look.
I saw you at the coffee shop.
What?
Who is that man?
He followed me? Why would you do that?
Who is he, Grace?
Okay, look, it's not what you're thinking.
Why won't you answer? Who is he?
His name is Rex. He's a friend from a long time ago.
A friend?
Yes.
I saw the way he took your hand, Grace. He's the one who's been calling you, isn't he?
Somebody's been calling her? Ken, Ken.
Oh my goodness! To hear them DJ over my dramatic scenes.
But by the way,
Chef's kiss.
I have to say,
incredible.
I like Ken Jeong in a dramatic role.
Me too.
By the way, that was. Tell us about taking that on. I mean, we're used to all the funny stuff.
Oh, you know, honestly, a shout out to Howard Gordon, who created the show for United States. He developed 24 and Homeland, and Michael Chiklis, who directed my episode. It really is due to them, and Jamie Chung, my co-star, who you just saw. They just brought out a performance in me that I didn't even know I had.
Wow.
Was it scary?
Really
Scary? Because you were naturally hilarious.
Yeah, it was scary. It was. I think just getting into the mindset and just no defense mechanisms of any joke. I had nothing to kind of buffer it. And I just had to be, you know, you see me naked in movies, but I was emotionally naked on this.
When have we seen you naked? When did we see you naked?
That's fine, you're too young. It doesn't matter, guys. Hangover, look it up. And
You were naked, fully naked?
You know, it's like, let's talk about The Accused, shall we, Jenna?
Wait, now, can I ask you a question? Did you do it?
Well, I can't. In The Hangover? Yeah. I can't answer that, Jenna. How dare you? I was in The Hangover. I'm a man of prestige. I can't give the ending away. You'll have to watch and find out.
Okay, good.
Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
Can we say also congratulations on your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Amazing.
I mean, you did it, man. Okay, you are so crazy. I mean,
oh my God.
Every time I see this, I think about what has happened to you. You went from being a doctor to wanting something different to following it to getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I mean, that's pretty cool.
I am just beyond. I'm just so grateful. It really is because of the fans. The fans have given me a career this long. I would not be here if it wasn't for the goodwill of the audience.
Can we hear your let's hear a little bit of your speech from that?
This is dedicated to that one Asian American person that moves out to Hollywood and is just nervous that maybe this won't happen. Maybe I can't do it. Go to 1708 Vine Street. Look at my star, situated right next to, at my request, Lucy Liu's and Anna May Wong's star. Anna May Wong, the first Asian American in the Walk of Fame. Keep going down the Walk of Fame, and you're going to see Bruce Lee, you're going to see Jackie Chan, you're going to see Mako, you'll see James Hong, Ming-Na Wen, and soon-to-be Michelle Yeoh. And like Robin's saying, don't stop believing, because if you dream it, you can do it. Thank you very much.
Wow.
That's so beautiful. And your parents were there.
To have my family. My dad on the far left, he's 94 years young.
Holy moly.
Yeah, my sister Sarah, my mother was there, and also my wife. And I just again, this was such a surreal journey. I was a doctor at Kaiser Permanente 16 years ago, and then to have a Walk of Fame, so I can't even, it's still like so beyond surreal and sublime to me. I'm just so grateful. I really am.
It is about following your dreams and not letting other people sort of dictate who you should be, right? Because a doctor is an incredible profession.
Oh, exactly.
You must have been like, okay, I made it, and then to have the courage to leave everything.
Yeah, it was all because of my wife. She actually gave me the courage. She encouraged me to quit my job and pursue my dreams. So
she's pretty cool.
She's very
What
cool.
did she think about you being in People's Sexiest Men Alive?
Yeah. She must have liked you.
It's funny, she told me.
Geeky to gorgeous.
Yeah, it was geeky to gorgeous. My wife, actually my wife first found, she found that out. I was on my way to work on Masked Singer. I was like getting up in the morning and I was just groggy. She goes, something will make you happy. And I'm like, I'm always grumpy and would. And then it was like, and it just made me laugh. I was like,
From geeky to gorgeous. We don't think you were ever geeky.
No. Thank you. I'm just honestly, I'm just beyond. When I get all these accolades, I don't. You know how to shut Ken Jeong up. I don't know what to say. You know, I'm just so honored.
Well, Ken, you're the best. Okay, and we should mention that People Magazine is on stands and such.
It is.
And I just wanted to say one thing. I just want to thank you, Hoda, for elevating my career and just loving and supporting me. And if it wasn't for people like you, I would not have a career like this. And I just wanted to gift you. I wanted to give you something. It's really important to me. It means a lot. It was the biggest picture I could find. and I want you to frame that. And it's just so.
Should you sign it for her? Do you want to sign it for her?
No, that would cost extra. I would love to, but my handlers won't let me. But just hold it, just until now, until perpetuity. If you don't mind, it's just a small ask. Just hold it wherever you are from 8 to 11 Eastern Standard Time on NBC.
8 to 11 p.m.?
PM and AM, if you don't mind. Just 6 hours a day. It's not that long. Thank you. Please,
All right.
Can you hold it up
God,
for
Kim.
C-cam? Yep. There you go. Yeah, cover the face. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Kim,
Emotions.
so much. You're going to stick around, and we're going to play a fun game that we created just for you.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, just for you.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
That's great. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Thank you. Okay.
We are back with actor and comedian Kim Jong in honor of his 12 seasons. As a 12 seasons?
I'm not putting it down.
As a judge on The Masked Singer, we're going to play a fun game. It's called
The Masked Celebrity. So Donna's going to host on How Does It Work?
Hey, Ken, welcome.
girl.
We created a game just for you. So
Thank
here's
you
how
so
it's going to work. If we can't get enough of this,
I'm
then
ready.
then we'll
I'm
start the
ready.
game. Okay, so basically, here's how it's going to work. A masked celebrity will appear on this monitor. With each clue I give, a piece of the mask will disappear and a part of the face will be revealed.
Okay.
So if you think you know, you can correctly guess it, you get a point. Anyone can buzz in at any time,
I'm
okay?
ready.
Person with
ready.
the most
She's
points
playing for
of
Ken.
course,
Oh, wait,
wins.
I can't
Are
see
you
it.
ready?
Okay.
Yeah, you have
Here's the first masked celebrity.
Okay.
He has received 12 Oscar nominations for acting and producing.
Billy Porter. Oh, no.
Is that Kaylee Cuoco?
No.
I said
keep
Billy
going.
Porter.
Oh,
His first acting credit was on
think-
an episode of Sex and the City. Yep.
You got it.
Bradley Cooper?
Yes!
Nice.
How did you do that?
How did you know that?
How did you do
Nice,
that?
Because we are friends.
Oh.
We are friends.
Oh, that's right.
That's
Hangover.
a true testament to that. Oh, okay,
Oh my
here's
God,
your next.
You knew the chain.
I knew the chain. I gave that
Next
to him
masked
for
celebrity.
Christmas.
He has over 35 million albums worldwide.
Oh, albums?
Albums.
Yep.
Sold.
Yep, sold.
Snoop.
His real name, yes.
Snoop.
Wow.
What is happening
Good
here?
job, Ken Jung. Good job. Ken, you're amazing. You're so amazing.
Ken v. Ken.
Also
And
collaborator.
beautiful and green,
Okay,
Ken Jung.
question 3, Jenna, you gotta get this one.
I know.
Here's your next masked celebrity.
Is that
she
their
was
hair?
induced into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022. She is synonymous with the
Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Hoda.
Ken Jung is on a roll. He got
You know
Bradley Cooper, Snoop, and Dolly Parton.
I think
Ken-
that picture is her good luck.
Oh, my
charm.
Helping me.
Wow,
Good
this is.
luck.
I feel
Look-
like
Here's your
that
next
extra
one.
luck here.
Okay, Hoda, you're winning. Here's your next one. She first became known playing Kat Valentine on Nickelodeon's Victorious.
Ariana Grande.
Yes!
Wow.
Good
Have you
Great
seen
job.
Wicked?
A good non-Ken Jung. Oh, Wicked, my favorite movie of the year.
Was
Shout
it
out to John
amazing?
Chu.
By the way, I
Yes.
interviewed John Chu for my podcast.
Oh.
He's an amazing man.
Love you, John. Love you
We
so
love you,
much.
John.
That was
Thank you.
awesome.
Okay,
From
so
two Kens
Jenna,
and
Ken,
Jenna.
you're tied. Hoda, you're in the lead. Here's your next one.
Bye, Ken.
She made her acting debut on the Disney Channel.
Okay, lots of people have done that.
She became the young-
Zendaya.
Yes!
Whoa!
Jenna!
Jenna!
Wait, are
Coming
you
up
on
What
the
is going
radio?
on here? Mind blown emoji.
Okay, Hoda and Jenna are tied. Here's
Sorry,
your final one.
Okay, this is it. Come on, Ken.
This actor first fell in love with acting while in college. He's
Ken.
Ken Jung! Oh, I love him. I'm such a fan. He's amazing. You know, he got geeky to gorgeous the other day. Oh my gosh, I'm a big fan of this guy.
Oh my God, Ken.
Okay, so Ken, you won.
Please stop booing.
wait, what
Stop
is it?
booing in the back.
Jenna won.
No, it's
No, we
2, 4,
all
6. We all won.
won.
2,
We
4,
all
6.
won.
No, it was 2.
2,
2, 4, 6. 2, 2, 2.
I mean,
2, 2, 2.
we can let both
Ken
of
got
the
the last
Kens
one.
No.
win. It doesn't matter.
Ken wins. We all
All
win.
right, thank you,
But
Ken.
Ken, we love you, and you guys
Love
can
you.
catch Ken on The Masked Singer Wednesday nights and on Accused tomorrow night.
Coming up next, guys, get ready for more bang for your buck on beauty products. Celebrity makeup artist Shunta Sharif Kendrick shows us her favorites coming up after this. Okay, if you're looking to simplify your beauty routine, it all comes down to choosing the right products.
Here with her must-have items, a celebrity makeup artist, Ashunta Sharif Kendricks.
Ashunta works with stars like Taraji P. Henson and Ava DuVernay.
Beautiful.
She's also the founder of Ashunta Sharif Beauty.
Hi.
We're so excited.
How are you?
This is a great brand.
I like this idea of like paring things down, right?
Absolutely, because
Simplifying.
I'm going to say the first two products that I'm going to speak on, we all have it on. So that's how universal, from my complexion to Sarah, you know, works for everybody.
Okay, let's talk with
Sarah.
So we used a primer. We can't really show a primer on air, but the reason why I wanted to feature Osmosis Radiance Treatment Primer is because primer is something you need every day because it keeps your makeup on, but this is a treatment and a primer. It actually,
what does that mean that it's a treatment?
I'm about to tell you.
Me.
So it has radiance treatment in it, so it's actually going to boost your skin's radiance. It's also going to make your skin look better the more you use it. So the more you commit to using it, it actually makes the skin look that much better. And it also helps with, you know, protecting the skin from those environmental radicals that age us.
Okay, so now we've primed up.
And now we've primed. That's important. Now we're moving to Well People, which I love. Well People is like the OG clean beauty brand. They've been around for over 15 years. They're EWG verified, and so super, super clean. This particular stick, which is the Supernatural complexion stick. It just came out, a range of shades. It's like butter. You can use it to contour. You can use it to highlight, to conceal, to be a full face of
basically for everything.
For everything. So we did one side of Sarah's face. So now I'm taking a second color of the stick.
And you're contouring.
And I'm contouring right now, right on air, right live in front of everyone. Okay? You guys put me under so much pressure.
If anybody
you
can
know
do
how
it,
you do.
So we're taking a blender sponge, and we're just literally blending.
Look what contouring does. It's crazy.
It just gives like really defined cheekbones.
It really shapes the face. But this product is also even safe for pregnant women, okay? And that says a lot. There's a lot of things that pregnant women shouldn't
have.
Okay, so really, really great, very
gorgeous.
And then the beautiful part is when you use those two complexions together, you get a better blending.
Let's go to beautiful Yalitza.
So Yalitza here is a model in real life. Okay, so she's stunning, right? So we have Colleen Rothschild's Illuminating Eye Cream. And you know, models always have to have radiant skin, glowing skin. It's super, super important. This is a product you can use underneath the makeup or on top. It has hyaluronic acid in it. It has also things that boost the radiance, like peach light reflecting pigments.
Ooh, look at that.
So you can see it's really yummy. So if she's running around all day long, she can like literally pat this on top of the skin just to get that brightening if you're feeling tired. And it literally is something that works under the makeup or on top. And so if someone has hyperpigmentation, this is a really great product to really diffuse those hyperpigmentation issues, okay?
Love it.
And this is an amazing product. Now we're going into Lanolips, okay? Super Balm 101.
Okay.
This is a must-have. I go to Target, I buy 20 of these, literally. They're in my car,
your bag.
It's in my purse, my kids have one, my husband. So this particular product is an all-over balm. So I'm gonna let Yalitza.
You can use it anywhere, but
anywhere. It's head to toe, and it's safer than petroleum.
Okay.
So it's really this is a way that I like to use it because it's like finger food. If we want to create like a glass-like skin glow on the face,
it's like
you can literally put it everywhere.
How beautiful!
We just have a couple of seconds left, so we don't want to miss out on Teresa.
So on Half Moon, created by Danny Davey, who actually was the department head of Euphoria, and she created this product, which is a Power Glide water-based glitter that is really fuss-free. Okay, so we can literally use this
for the holidays. Isn't that
for the
great?
holidays, so we can literally go right from the office to a party.
Yes.
Okay, I can literally take this product and put it anywhere. And the reason why Danny made this, I love makeup artist products because they're made with that.
Like your products, by the way.
They're high performance. Oh, thank you. That's one of mine, by the way. So, but just high performance, super high performance, but
and stays on.
And stays on and works for all ages. It's a multi-generational.
By the way,
product.
I love it. That shimmer is on point.
And fuss-free. You can do it with your finger.
By the way, as are you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. You can check out more of Ashunta's tips and tricks in her new Masterclass series. Wow.
Woo.
It's called Beauty Masterclass. You know you've arrived when you do that.
And it's so cheap. You guys got to download
How fun is that?
It's awesome.
Coming up next, y'all, a performance by Grammy-nominated artist, one of my favorites, Blessing Offer. If you want to feel good, you want to catch this right after this.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you so much for starting the week with us.
Coming up tomorrow, y'all, SNL's Mikey Day is here.
And then Bobby Thomas will have her beauty best this holiday season.
And a performance by best-selling gospel artist Yolanda Adams. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Mwah.